All right, this week on the managers, we are going to be diving deep into the waiver wires and finding those hidden gems, which you may not have thought about. So, first off, we have Maker proposing Mr. Tonjes, nicknamed Tonjes McBasketball. Thank you for the footballers. So your reasoning, obviously he played a big role in the last game against the Rams for the San Francisco 49ers. He's a tight end. He is rostered in 19% of the league, so chances are he's available in yours. Number 8 tight end last week, receiving 7 targets. Sorry, he received 7 targets, and he was given the chance for 11.
Yeah, he had 11 targets, 7 receptions.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. And 1
Yeah,
touchdown.
yeah. I just wanted to highlight him because for those of you who might have an intense game, like someone like me right now, who my matchups can be pretty close. He still has one more week before Kittle comes back, and with him being consistently like utilized, I think you're gonna see some decent points from him this week as well. So he's one to definitely keep an eye out.
Now, do you think things change if Brock Purdy gets the start this week, or do you think Tonjes had that chemistry with Mac Jones?
I
Does your
think he's
decision change based on their starting QB this week? I think that's my question.
no, and that's just because they're up against the Bucks. It's going to be an intense game, and they're going to probably be throwing a lot because Baker's been on fire. Um, and so I see him as a really good option if they need yardage and someone to go to.
There you have it. With George Kittle on IR for 1 more week, he has a chance to return to week 7. Tonjes may be the one you're looking for to gamble, roll the dice, and perhaps get a high score from a tight end.
Definitely.
All right. Any more sleepers on your radar, Maker?
Uh, for me, some ones to look into. Um, it's 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 uh it's a tough one. I see that Sly isn't really as a kicker. I know people don't really talk much about kickers, but he seems like he is a very volatile kicker. If you're looking for someone who if you want to get a bunch of points on your team, you can gamble on him because if you look at the tough matchups where the Titans are having to kick a lot, like the Broncos, like the Rams, like the Colts, like his first 3 weeks, 15 points, fantasy points, 17, 9, and his last week against Arizona, he got 12 points. So he gets those high points, but you got to watch out because I had him week 4 and he gave me -2 points. So that's the downside is if he misses those kicks, it's not a good thing for you.
Yeah, and it looks like as of an hour ago, he was put on questionable due to a injury. So if you are looking for a kicker, you may want to monitor this one. I do have
Yeah,
him already watch listed, so interesting
yeah,
enough. But yeah, you're right with Tennessee. Sometimes teams, more often than not, can't convert on those third downs. And those are the teams that
yeah.
you want to sort of target for kickers because they're going to get a lot of volume work.
Yeah, like I point him out mostly just because like this week it's against the Raiders. It's probably not going to be as intense of a game, but like against the Patriots, against the Colts again, and the Chargers after that, he's got a couple games lined up. So you might want to like watch him and maybe pick him up for the coming weeks.
All right. Well, let's talk about everyone's top pick on the waiver wire this week. Hassan Haskins, the next man up. Do you think that his stats justify feeling like this guy is going to get a lot of volume? I mean, all year he has been a part of less than 10% of snaps. And with 5 attempts, he had 2.6 yards per carry for 13 yards and 1 reception. Are you betting the house on Haskins with this Omari and Hampton situation? How do you feel about him?
I'm not, but I'm on a wait and see. I think him or Vidal could be potential pickups, but I would watch them because right now we don't know if it's going to be a complete split workload. Is it going to be Haskins for the brunt work, whereas Vidal's on like the catching game? I if one of them become a breakout hit, they might utilize them more often. So you're potentially taking a gamble on each of these, but I still think you'll see work from both of them at least for the first like 2 games.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Definitely a confusing situation with what's happening with Kamani Vidal and Haskins now that Amari and Hampton is out, and same with Najee Harris. So those Chargers will need to be making some decisions, and if you can pick up one of these two, we're not really sure which one will be getting more work. It seems, based on statistics, Kamani seems to be a bit more efficient with the ball. However, we've yet to see them really fall into a place yet or
I
a
I
role.
I did want to say they brought him in after like the game was effectively lost, and so the defense it definitely felt like he was they were throwing him in at the end. So a lot of people are saying that Haskins does seem like he's going to be the main guy, at least what they think. But as of before, we don't know. We don't know if things will change or how that's gonna turn out.
And there you have it. Now, an interesting person I wanted to bring up to you, Woody Marks. Obviously, a lot of
Yep.
enthusiasm went behind Woody Marks after an exceptional game where he got 2 touchdowns. He went for over 100 yards rushing and receiving. However, the next week he came up short against Baltimore with only 4 points, only getting 7 attempts with 24 yards and only 1 target with 0 receptions. Woody Marks is on bye now. Are you making a move for Woody Marks? Should you make a move for Woody Marks? Or do you just let this sort of go as a trend?
He's a good stash play because we don't know to the extent of how often he's going to be utilized right now. Um, he killed it the other week, but for me, if he's available, I would probably grab him and stash him and then watch because you just want to follow the trend. Are they using him more? Is now the right time to play him? Is he ready to go? Um, And for me, I would still sit and watch him, maybe another game or two. And if it seems like they're leaning on him more, I would definitely play him.
All right. Now, any more sleepers on this waiver wire that you'd like to bring up here?
Yeah, I wanted to bring up Torrey Horton. Um, he's a Seahawks. He's only rostered in 16% of leagues. He's in a deep league. He's a good stash to have because if you look at him, even though he's only getting between 40 to 49% of the snaps, like 2 for 4 for 32 yards and a touchdown, 3 for 4 for 32 and a touchdown, 1 for 2 for 10, 3 for 4 for 39 and a touchdown. He seems to be getting those touchdown plays, and if we see his work go up, he's going to be a good wide receiver too to have towards the end of the season.
I agree. It looks like his yard per carry are always stunning. So you like to see that out of your wide receivers.
100%. Yeah, and then I did want to also bring up briefly Isaac Tesla. Um, Last week he was 1 for 1 for 12 and a touchdown. Uh, and they're questioning whether or not he could be used for more time. He's another stash play, one you might want to keep on your bench and watch. His snap percentage has gone up. For at the beginning of the season, it was 4%, 29, 21, 20, and then 34 this past week. Granted, they were against the Bengals, so they might have wanted to give him more work and more experience. We'll see going forward though if like against the Chiefs if they use him in a higher snap percentage. We'll see how it goes.
Interesting call out. Definitely one to keep your eye on. Obviously, Jameson Williams, if you've gotten him, you're a little bit disappointed with his performance. But yeah, the Detroit Lions definitely a strong team, and Isaac Tesla one to watch out for. That touchdown pass definitely put him on a lot of people's radars. All right. Any other sleepers you have on the waiver wire you wanted to go over?
That's about it. I wanted to go over at least just players to watch, and if you're in a tough spot, some players you might want to stash or pick up for a particular week.
Absolutely. And my last one would be if you had to go to the bottom of the barrel to pick up a defense to play this week. Looking at our roster, would you take the Las Vegas Raiders against Tennessee?
Oh
Or would you take Dallas Cowboys at Carolina?
no, I think Dallas has too weak of a defense. I would.
So you'd give it to the
Um,
Raiders?
It probably would be the Raiders right now. I'm just looking. Yeah, because the Titans have played horrible. I think it's the only decent one that I can think of. Carolina's hasn't been the worst offense as of late, and that's why I wouldn't pick Dallas. I think Dallas could get you some points, but ooh, I wouldn't pick Arizona, especially if Kyler Murray plays and they're against the Colts. That's a horrible matchup for them.
100%.
Um, and we don't have the Patriots available. Otherwise, I'd say Patriots against New Orleans would be the Saints would be a good one to pick up. Um, yeah, that's the only one I can see right now.
Yep. So if you're relying on special teams for your points at this stage in fantasy football, best of luck to you, and yeah, try to focus on another position to get your points. All right, that'll do it for our sleepers in the waiver wire. Until the next time, take care.